block imbalance. I will go a bit over, not a bit, but I will go over order blocks and imbalance, what make for me another block valid to trade it, because we have a lot of order block that are making the market, but not all are valuable if you want. Because I really want to have, let's say, another block. That another block is the last down candle. Let's say this one, or even this one right here, before a break of structure in the market. So right now we could see that we have an internal break of structure because we have a smaller structure here, and we have what we call a change of character with it, call it church. Let me just, all right, this internal church bull. So this is the abbreviation for change of character. So it means it's the first break of structure when before you start a trend. So it's the first one, meaning a possible trend reversal. So when you look at this one, we have the first internal break of structure, and right after, when we're coming a bit higher, and we have a swing structure, the high, if you want the higher structure of the market, we have a swing church, CHOCH, right there. That means it's more a more confirm reversal in the market. So at this point, you can start to look. Let me just replay this right here when we have a break. At this point in the market, you can start to look for another block. So another block, what is another block? It's a bullish order block is the last scan. Let's say we have a downtrend or a move like this. It's let me just bring this here. So this is our last move down. See, this is the last move down we had in the market before the big move. So you have this what we call, I call the bigger supply demand zone in this case. And in this area, you will be looking for another block, which is the last down candle before the big move. So for me, this one will be, yeah, we have this big move here that probably trap a lot of people shorting, and what we call institution trading, that is smart money. The smart money decide to push market back and continue to push. But for me, the start of the big impulse, the last down candle before the big impulse, is this one right here, right? So I will come here and select my order block inside my bigger demand zone, which is the last move down. So this for me will be my order block. My since I'm trading on the 15 minutes and not really on the 3 minutes or 5 minutes for a really short scalp, um, sometime you would have you will work hard to find your down move, find your order block, and refine it. I will go over this right now, right after, and it will take maybe 10, 15 minutes to just go over the process to get your zone right, and the price will never come back. Just this example will be one that the price never come back. But we'll go over two trade I have open right now, the limits that are not filled yet, and one of my trade I had on near protocol yesterday. I think that will have basically perfect fills. So I'd go over this one just to show you the guys how I get this trade and how I play it from the smart money concept. So another thing, when we have an order block, let's say like this, you want to have a clean break after the top of your order block. So let's say right now we have this the top of the wick that make our order block. I if the price let me just try to find one. All right, let me just replay this. I remove all this. Nope. Cancel this. Let me remove this, and you just try to find a good one. All right. So, which one? Okay, perfect. I just try to find an example that you don't want to play that way before showing you the good way. Why I can't start? Okay, perfect. So let me just try to find an example. Um, we have a break of structure, but a retest. Because when I'm looking for another block, I'm looking for an imbalance in this order block. So a clean break of the other block before a retest of it. And now I'm just looking through. Okay, so this one, no, this one would have not play out. Not perfect. So this one will be a bearish order block. So when you go here, let's say we'll let this play a bit. All right, perfect. So you have a swing, a black line structure, which is a swing structure. We have a complete close of this break of this candle under this, meaning we have now a swing change of structure bearish. So from that point, I'm looking for the last down candle that pretty much create the big move for this break. So I'm coming here. We have this one right here coming down. We have this one here, right? We have the small move up. Just identify this like this. We have a small move up, but we have this candle right here that will be our last up candle since we're looking for a bearish or the block is our last up candle. But what I was talking about of when we have a retest, you see we have a up candle. So the low right here got break and the price come retest it inside. So for me, this order block is not valid because on the 15 minutes because it's not it don't the other block don't have any imbalance in it. It only have and when I'm saying an imbalance is like we have this candle right here and this candle right here. So this right here, it's an imbalance because we don't have any price action going on in this candle. So from that point, we do have some price action going on after the break because we come back retest it. And when we go with a clean order block with an imbalance, let's say we take this one, after we broke this eye here, we broke it, we have a clean and close, a clean break and a close above it, and we didn't retest it. So this will be a valid order block. But this one will not be a valid one just because it wick out and come retesting before breaking it. So we don't have any imbalance of the in this order block. But the other thing is when I'm refining my order block. So let's say I'm always finding my primary order block on the 15 minutes simply with going to find this area. Sometimes I will find an area like this. Let's say like right now, this is the volume profile. So it's the I just use this as a visual. It show me the volume trade by price instead of having the little bar at the bottom that show you the volume trade by candle. It's by price. So you know that this price right here, which is 11.94, this is the price where it has the most volume trade. So this is really a good area of interest. So I know this might, oh, let me just come back. This might be a good area of interest, but my order block is not valid. So at this point, what I'm doing is I will go down on my time frame to look inside to have like a double or triple order block. So I'm going on the 10 minutes. From the 10 minutes, what I see, my last up candle I have right here, it's a valid order block, right? Because it have a clean break from the low of my candle and we never retested. So we could have now this as entry. But when let's say we want to take this trade and place our stop loss above the last high and target the last low, right? We only have a 2.1 risk reward ratio, which is not really that good. It could be a good trade if you take, let's say, on 50x, you will have a 50% trade if you reach your take profit. But that's not my goal. I really want to bet to have the best RR in my trades. So now in 10 minutes, I will go see if I have inside this on the 5 minutes another block that is valid. So let's see. This one is not. I don't have any valid going down in the 3 minutes. We could have this one right here, right? But we have this is my last up candle before the big move. But we have a wick down and we come test it back again. So it's not like going back on a 1 minute. Do we have something, right? Now you see we have the last up candle right here, but we have a retest right here, right? Because if we take the low here, we have it retest L this one, but we have this one right here that we never have any retest before after the break of this order block. But you see that this one is
Bye
inside my
bye.
bigger one I have at the start. This is why I'm going on the 15 minutes and going back, going down on my time frame to just find the perfect entry. So from that point, I will take my entry and bring it to this area, which is way better than this.
Huh?
All right, I heard my does does anyone have a question? No, all right, perfect. So now I have my entry. I can go lower because my plan on TradingView that don't let me go under 30 second, but honestly, worth it. Normally, I'm going down to the 15, 10s, 5, and if I have really nothing, I'm going lower. So now let's go back on the 15 minutes. So you all remember that we started with a not valid order block, but we refine it going down a lower time frame to get a valid order block inside this not valid. So we do have one inside. So let's say we place this above the last low. It's still not the best RR, but we still have a 2.1 to 2.8. So now let's see if this won't play out because even if I really like this technique, this concept, it's not playing out every time. So let's see what we got. On that point, I could even say, let me just go back here. We did have another break of structure here, right? We have a low. No, not even now. I will not count this as a structure. This is pretty much the same move going down. Let's just, yeah, you see, I let it continue, and my smaller structure just told me, yeah, this is the move down. So let's this play out. Now we have Earth fill on replay, right? So stop loss didn't hit. Let's see if it. Oh, we got really, really close on this one.
Yeah, stop because I
Placing our
thought I
stop
had to go
loss
sign the paper.
just above the
The other
last
one has like
wick we had.
veggie meat shit for you.
Stop loss is right. So let's say we could have take this since the low is pretty much here, and now you see that we have a 4.34 RR, which is really, really great. And probably on this
Yeah.
trade, I would have been stopped a break
I don't
even
need them anymore.
because this would have been on 50, more than 50% on this trade. So my first take profit that will have probably be around
The ones
this
that's right
area,
there.
maybe even higher, maybe there. My first take profit would have been here, and all I'm trading is every time my first take profit is touch, I'm taking 50% of my original position out and moving my stop loss to oh shit, moving my stop loss to break even, right? Just to from that point, I'm taking a good amount of profit, and I'm risk free on this trade. So if my other trade come back to break even, well, I have it's sad because the trade is now stopped, but we did make good profit, so it's nice.
Huh?
So on this trade, you see we have a good
Yeah.
entry here. Maybe
Yeah, but it doesn't
we might had a better
doesn't
entry,
really
but
stick to
this
the
is
magnet. Like that magnet is I think
the
is too
entry we
weak.
had on this one. We got stop break even, good profit shaker. So
I'm
this
ordering
is will
a
be a
just like a
winning
regular
trade
fucking. I
on
think I
smart
ordered
money
it.
concept trading, right?
Wow, the case?
So
I like it. I just gotta get
now
the
we
glass
also
front though.
have we got the break of structure here. So now let's remove this. I'll just be sure it's recording, right? Yes, it's recording. Perfect. Perfect. So let's continue into this. So now you did see that what I'm talking about when I have an invalid order block, which is another block with no imbalance. So it got wick out, or it can be no. It's always a candle like this. You would have a push, under above the order block or under the order block, and it will come back. This make the imbalance, but invalid. But when you refine the trade, you get the good valid order block inside it. So now we talk about this one right here, right? At the before that, this one was valid. But even when I'm going with a valid at the start, yes, this could be the good entry. But I want to get the better entry I want. I can. So I will even with a valid one to start. I go back on my time frame. You see, we already have a better entry. So we're moving this here on the 5 minutes now. Pretty much this one, but I prefer the entry that the 10 minutes give me. This one is no, this one is a
It
down
took it with me to
candle.
go
Let's go
get him.
see on 3 minutes. No, all right, perfect. So the best entry I could have from this order block for a limit, it's here. And if you look right now, what happened is we have what we talked a bit earlier. Here on the volume profile, I have the point of control, which is the most volume traded on this price. So let's say we want to take this play. So we have a valid order block that we refine on the 10 minutes to get our entry with another order block inside our 15 minutes order block. Just take a sip. Perfect. So now let's say we want to take a short. And why I'm taking a short on this is only yes, we do have a bullish structure going on, but we did break the swing structure here, like we talked, and take the trade off. We have a break of swing structure that my black line right here. So when this happened, I'm looking for a short. And when we have some break like this on the upside, I'm looking for long. Now we have this break, this here, and let's say we target this last week down. We have a 4.32 RR. Stop loss above the last high. Maybe let me just look to be sure where is the place. Best place could be maybe there, but I'm lowering my yeah, a bit too much. Maybe above this high here. Let me just place the stop loss. Yeah, like this. I will take the trade like this. Let's say we place or take profit. So my first take profit would probably be at this resistance right here, which normally I'm trying to get my first take profit at least one RR on the trade, which means my first profit, if I'm taking 50% out, I'm risking the same thing that if I had a loss. So I'm just trying to always have at least one RR on my trade. So now the second take profit could be on this support right here, which is good support here, resistance, support, see a lot of price action, and our last take profit on this support here, like this. So let's see if this one will play out, right? I would probably should have keep my original idea of the stop loss a bit higher of the last high. I will be probably more secure. Let's see if this one will have play out. Yeah, you see, the first take profit would have hit. This is why I don't know why I decided to put this here. For me, it was a good idea, but always try to put your stop loss higher than the last high we had, because in this trade would have been stopped only if you would take like this high here. We need to check out the bigger picture, because if you we will have I will have take this stop loss, take first take profit will have it, and even we will sorry, we will still in the trade because break even would have not have hit. Okay, we'll have it now. So if I will have take this plate, will have been a loss. But if you did have a better stop loss placement than me on this one, you would have been another winning trade. So now you see that we are now starting to form more of a bullish trend, right? So now what you're looking for, it's for long because we are switching bullish, right? So we have some internal, let's say we have this here, which is the internal structure, the red line, internal change of character because we were in a downtrend, now we're starting in an uptrend. So we have this a higher high, not a high high, but we have a high forming down. Now we're going in with a higher high. Now we're creating some liquidity right here, double bottom here, before another break of structure here. That this one will be an internal uh, break of structure because we have our trash, which is the first one. This is the reversal one, and now we have this one. So from that point, now what we're looking for is a bullish order block. Bullish order block is the last down candle before the move. So I have the first one here, but since we have another one, I'm not playing this area anymore because if you look, we have this move right here, right? That was the down move that caused this break here. And we come back testing this area. Let's say this would could have been our other block that we would have refined because this one is not valid. You see, we have a clean break here, right? But we have a small break that come tested. So for me, it's not valid. I would oh, I'm now on 10 minutes. I'm sure I was on the 15. Perfect. So this will be the other block, but still not valid, right? We have a week there. So I will probably go back in, have this one in, but not valid. So I'm not placing my entry right away. Still looking for the best one. So I could have this one here, but this is the 10. I could have this one here, right? Because it's inside our first one, but it's not inside this one. But this one is it's still not valid. So I'm looking for a valid one. I have this one. So let's go on the 3 minutes just to check if we don't have anything.
Apple would do something like
We
this.
could have
This,
this one right here.
you know,
This is a good example because we have this
now they don't
one
even
on the
sell you
three
the fucking. They
minutes,
sell you the cord,
on
but
the five
they
minutes
don't
that
sell you
is
the fucking.
valid,
It's
and
so
this
fucking
one
retarded.
on the 3 minutes
They
that
don't
is
sell you
valid.
the fucking.
And quick,
No,
just
motherfucker.
one thing. This was the last down candle
Now I can
before,
take
right?
this off
But
and
I'm
whatever
always
this
going to pick,
is, and put this charger
if we
somewhere
have
else.
another candle right here, going to pick the last down or the last high of the higher candle. So let's say this will be another block, right? Because we have the last up candle before the move down that create right here on the internal structure a break of the structure. And this is my other block, but I will always go pick the top of the wick because this is my last high. So normally I would always place my stop loss above this. So I'm instead of just picking this and I'll just going with this zone, I'm going with all this. And sometime when we go back on oh, on lower time frame, you will have candle in this wick
I like the way this guy
that
cleaned
are
it.
not visible on let's say the 15 minutes. So let's get back to this one where I said that we have two vetted order block. This one and this one. And this is where this one right here on the 3 minutes and this one on the 5 minutes. This is where you need to kind of tell you a story about the price. Okay? Because you are trading the smart money concept, you need to understand that the smart money always want to keep their position greener. So this is why we always looking for higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, because every time you got near the bottom of this area that normally we have another block, what they want is to buy back, to push the price higher, to keep their position in green, right? So they will buy around this area, which you see the last move down, or even I could have take this one right here. This is the last down move before last complete down move before the big move up. They will want to protect this zone. All right. So when I have this zone, now I'm looking for the other block inside it. And as you can see, we never come test any of these other block. And what I was talking about the story is does when you have two other blocks like this, right? Does the smart money really need to push the price down to the lowest area to to fill some order, that some imbalance. No, you don't need to go as much lower. They have a valid order block right here with an imbalance, so they can just push the price to fill the order in this imbalance we have here before going up. But we didn't in this case because sometimes we not order
Oh
block or
shit.
it's not a 100% hit. Sometimes we got front run, or they just when we have sell off or everything like this, they just go through. And when you are charting, and you sometimes you will take another block saying, yeah, this for me is a good order block, man, and the price would get the play would get stopped and continue to go down. And after you were saying, oh, I could have taken lower on the block order block on this structure, this is something that can happen. So for the story I was saying is they don't need to push the
Ah,
price
hey,
as much
fuck this
lower.
map.
They have an
God
imbalance with
damn.
another block right here. So this will have been my entry, right? Like this, going back on the 15, like this, placing my stop under the last high, targeting always the oh, let's say this is the liquidity, the last high we had when we have this move. And when you see we are getting front run on this, like if you take a look, this one,
Yeah,
let me
babe.
just check. 180.
Oh, fuck me. I think I forgot
Yeah,
to put.
even where I've take this order block that it's for me not valid, it wouldn't have filled. It got front run by 0.01 cent. So this is how I'm looking for my order block. So let's continue that way. Now we have another. Let me remove this. Is since we got another breakout structure. Now this is all invalid for me. I'm not playing this again because this is now a new low to be protect, right? So I don't want the price to be pushed down under this to my order block because at this point we're now in a bit of structure and I don't want to get involved in long. So we got our internal break of structure. Again, I always take time to place this on my chart just to have a better visual of what's happening. So what is the last down candle that create the last move up? So right, we have to just notify the last move down before the big impulse. Right, it's this one. This is the last move down. So from that point inside this zone, I will be looking for my order blocks since now we're looking for bullish. This is the last down candle. Let place this here, but this one right here, it's not valid for me. I will not play my entry right there because we had the small wick inside it. So the imbalance of this one got filled. So let's go down 10 minutes. If we go, this one is the last down candle. And if we look, right, we got a close above it and a week after. So even this one will not be valid for me to play. Let's get back to this. And at this point, I'm going in the 5 minutes. The best order block I have is still this one. Not valid
There we
again.
go,
We have the
bitch.
same wick going at 3 minutes. Let's try to see. We have some down candles. So this one will be a down candle, not valid, because we have the wicks and it come down. So when you go down and come to the 1 minutes right here, and you still have no valid order block. Let's say in this area, they all when they get broke of the last eye, they all got a retest. So this eye, we got a break there. So you will be looking for your order block and find that you don't have any valid order block. So you don't have any order block for this pullback to valid for it. So you just watch the market go and hope for another breakout structure. And when I'm looking for a breakout structure, it's not just a wick. So let's say this here, it's not a breakout structure. This is just a wick. We want to have a complete close um, to confirm the breakout structure. So let's play this out. All right, we got this right there. Let's place this again. Close. We place our internal bull Is this one internal? Yes, we still don't have. This is only internal. So, all right, we got our other block right here. This is the last down move that create that create the um, the move up. So we are looking for our other block inside, which is the last down candle right there. And this one is 100% valid from the start, right? We don't have any retest from it, just break, and we still didn't have any retest. So let's say now I'm placing my entry and going down on my time frame to get a better entry. So this is still my last down candle, 5 minutes. This here, yeah, we did have. If we take this one, we did have a small push and it come back and close under. So this one is not valid, but I will stay. I will leave this one here and go back on smaller time frame. And now we're going on the 3 minutes, right? And we have this last down candle. This last, I will probably even take these two last down candle. That will be like a 6 minute candle. I could take this one because it's valid, right? But this is also valid because we have the last move down right there, small the push, and we have a clean break of this one. So I will bring my entry there. And from that, I'm not even going on the 1 minutes. Like I said early, 10, the 15 tens, 5 minutes. And if you really have nothing, go on a 3 minutes and a 1 minute, but try to not go too much lower because it get really confusing with too much noise on the chart, with too much candle. So, all right, well, now let's play. Let's try to place her like this, targeting the top. Let's place our stop loss under all these wick here and some take profit. So I will place my first one here, maybe even a bit lower, just to be sure to catch the top. If it reject, if we go back, maybe this here, this resistance, and let's say the top right. Oh, not the good one. The top right here. So let's see if this play out, right? So until we have a break of structure, a clean break of structure of the last high, the play is still valid. So we are getting close to the entry. Let's see if we get a fill. All right, we got a fill right there. Right, nice fill. Stop loss. This is why we really want a good stop loss placement under the last high, not like the last example I did, really under the last high, because sometimes you get wicks and you really don't want to get stop on wicks. So you get fill. First take profit it. At this point, I'm 50% out. Stop loss moving to break even. So risk free trade, and the still second profit take profit is done, getting close to the third one. So normally what I do is when my second take profit hit, I'm moving my stop loss and profit right there to my take profit one. So now we let the trade ride. We have some really, oh, all right, perfect. So I will be stopped there with take profit one and two that hit. So that will be a really nice trade. All right. So this is some example on Bitcoin. I'll go over my trade I did on Nair. Just get where was my entry exactly so I can get the place, the exact place I did the trade. Near, where you are. Near, all right. 1.587. 1.587. Perfect. So, all right. So this is here. Let me play this back. Awesome. So on there, the trade that pretty much it hit all um, my take profit, and it's really based on the same thing. We have some sideway trading, and we have a breakout structure. So we are starting to go bullish here. So internal, since it's only the red one, internal touch boom. We got the first internal breakout structure that you could have the last down candle, let's say. Oh, I just finished you. Internal breakout structure. The last down candle at this one here that you could have play out, taking the last down the last week. But as you can see, it got front run by a bit. And we got, after that, another breakout structure right there. So the reason why I take this trade only from the internal structure is because when I'm starting to have the church and two breakout structure right there, I know that we are in a good bullish trend. So from that, we have this break here. And I'm going, which is the last down move that create this impulse, taking my little uh, yellow. So this is the last down move, right? So we have this, a bit of sideward, this last down candle, and the big move up. So this right here, this last down candle, will be my order block. That is valid because we got a break and we never come test it. So after that, you see, I took this trade only with the order block of the on the 50 minutes. But if I would have refined a bit more, I would have this last down candle that would have been a better entry. I just get this entry here now. Going on the 5 minutes. The 5 minutes it's still the same, so I will not go lower. So now I will have placed this here. This under, you see the last low here, maybe a bit lower, just to be sure with this wick we had there. And let's just play out a bit. All right, so what was this 1.639? That was my last 6.639. I'll just place the same take profit I have just so we have the same example. All right, this was the top there. And the first one, that is 1.604. So just let this play. I think, yeah, this is why we have the move. So my profit was the top there. The top, the resistance we have here. And this was probably based on the support we have there. So sorry a second. Perfect. So stop loss was at 1.72. Oh, it was even a bit lower. So I did take in consideration this week there. Perfect. So on this, I'll let this play, and we get a perfect entry right here. My entry was a bit higher. It was at the top of this order block because I didn't refine it. I don't know why, but I didn't. So at this point, same thing as the other trade. We got a fill. First take profit it. I'm 50% out. Take stop loss at break even. And I let this trade right from that point. Take profit to it. Like this. And yeah, this trade pretty much come back to exactly my take profit, but sits near as a lower market cap and is have lower liquidity on exchange. I didn't get fill on this, and the trade just blow off after, right? Just explode. It take all my take profit. This would have been, let's say in term of RR, a 4.15 R, which for me anything above 4 in crypto is pretty good. So yeah, was another example of my trading strategy with smart money concept. And right now, go over. This is two of my play I have right now. I just put the chart on Ethereum and redo this exact play to show you guys how I did find this one. So let's start from where we are. We have some really big bullish structure going on. We have a swing break of structure bullish. After that, we are going there. Another swing break of structure, swing break of structure, and for the swing and the internal, you need always need to take in consideration that your swing structure is always stronger. So it's good to maybe take some play based on the internal structure only, but always try to have some confluence with um, a big trend, like you have uh, some internal break of structure going on, and the swing structure in this case. So we have a break of structure, and now I'm looking which down move create this here, right? So let's take my little zone. This is the last down move, right before the big move. So in this zone, I'm looking now for my order block, which is my last down candle this year, taking the last low, and this one is valid, right? We have the big the point of control of the volume profile going on in here. So let's go down on my time frame and try to find the best entry. So right now we have this order block that is valid. We have a clean break after, so let's place our entry there. 5 minutes, 5 minutes, pretty much the same, like this. So let's place the order block. So you see right now we have like a triple order block confirmation. So we have the 15 minutes order block that is valid that have an imbalance, the 10 minutes, the 5 minutes. So it's just more confluence going on your chart, right? 3 minutes it's still the same. This one is valid. So it's a lot of double, triple order block inside the same, which is a bit more confirmation. So the play I have actually called right now, let me just, yeah, it's right there. So if I put this, no, I maybe not now. We'll not put the Discord here, but this is something that actually going on right now. So let's say we place our entry, stop loss under last low. Oh, didn't have any line like this, and we target the top. So we could have resistance right here, first take profit, resistance maybe there, and the top right here. So we have all the play set up based on the last move down. In this move, we are taking our auto block and going down on time frame to find the best entry inside this auto block. So yeah, that pretty much what all I'm trying CMC, SMC. It's always find my little move down, get my auto block in this after I got some break of structure going on. Um, and after that, it's really based on stop loss placement, which is be sure to place under support or above resistance when we are going to short. And yeah, I think this pretty much go over all I'm trading every day. I'm looking for my play. It's even if I maybe sometime taking scalp, I always trade limits. For me, it's just easier. I'm trading like let's say I'm finding play like this, placing my limits and just go off chart. And I'm placing some alert on trading view. Let's say just above my entry like there and add alert. So when the price came back down, I have an alert of my on my cell phone and I'm just open the chart and see where I am. So this I have an example of with Doge. I take a play on Doge today and I got stopped, and after that I did see why I did got stopped. So perfect. Let's just go back. This will be my last example. After that, if you guys have question, I go over question, chart request, you want me to chart or anything, I'll go over it. So, all right. So we have right there a break of swing structure, right? And we are in an option. We have another We have a swing structure there that got break. Another one. So I at this point I'm like, yeah, I'm going um, on Doge, right? So after that, what I did is I did the same thing, which is what is my last down move um, before the move up, right? Oh, this is not the good one. FX, perfect. So right there, going to find my order block, which is this last down candle. Going to refine it, finding the best entry. We have another 10 minutes valid one there. Let me place my entry there. 5 minutes, what we have, it's still the same. I'm not going lower. So this right here, placing this here under, yeah, the last low, the low here, maybe taking in consideration the low here, and just placing this right here, right? So what happened in this case is when I was in the display, you'll see I got stopped out on the play, right? And it bounced right after. The reason why I saw after that
Beats me. I don't have no
is
fucking clue. I thought you wanted to
I
drop.
have my bigger structure there, right? And my low, my swing low that need to be defend by the smart money was not this one right here. Even if this here, right, this low right here, we have a valid order block, but my swing structure, which is my stronger swing low, is this one. This is the low that really need to be defense. So the reason why I got stopped because I didn't play the good order block for this structure right here, and this is thing that happened, right? The order block I should have take it's this one there. My last down candle right here on the low of my swing. Let's say we're going and taking this low right here. This one will not have been a valid order block. So let's go on the 10 minutes and we have this one right here. So let's take the entry, go back. Let me just rewind this there. Perfect. So this would have been my entry. So this there under the last high, target the last high like this. You see a 5.52 RR on this. So just place the play like I would. This take profit at resistance, take profit at resistance there, resistance here, and now let's play this out with this second order block. I should have played, but I did see it after, right? Look, it's got another perfect fill, right? I just because I didn't play the good order block because my really strong low was there and not there, even if the big move was there. So this is why trading smart money, whatever time frame you're looking at, you really, really, really need to pay attention at what the structure offer you, right? So this was the strong low. This is where I should have looked at first, but I said, oh, I have the low. Oh, I have a small high right there, and right, I got a break of structure there, right? As in an internal break of structure. So my idea of taking this order block that did have the point of control of the volume profile was a good idea, but when you look in general, the low that need to be defended is was this one and not this one. So that's why when I got stopped, I looked back and I was looking at the chart because every time I got stopped on a play, I always I have a little notebook that I'm taking notes on my play, just so not on my winning play because the way I'm trading, I know why this play played, right? But when I have a loss, I need to understand why this happened. Sometimes you just would have a massive setup and set off or massive buys on the market, and you can't really do anything because mm, I will say 90% of the time, no TA will be able to catch this move because it's just news or anything like that. So, so yeah, this is pretty much what I was talking about. And if you look at this, all take profit was it. This was a play I at start that I did on 20x. So it will be. Let me just put my calculator. So 20 times 8 point. You see, this will have been 164% trade, right? 50% out there, moving stop to break even, take profit to it right there, moving stop there, so risk free, and the other take profit it after. And when my take profit it whatever the leverage I'm on or anything, I'm out. I'm completely out. I don't want to let runner on everything. When I might turn to profit it, I'm out. Taking my profit and run. The trade is done. Looking for another one. So just pretty much go over the trading strategy I have. Does anyone have question? Can just ask it there or in chat, tag me or anything. And yeah, this is pretty much how I trading smart money. So I just get a bit small talk about what I did on the stream. So don't forget, really trade the trend. You will earn a lot. The trend is your friend. Always trade on the way of the. So let's say we have the structure there. So you're looking for long. Don't try to short the top or anything. The chance you get stopped trying to short a bullish trend are way higher. So what you really want to in the market, put all the chance and probability on your side. This is what the smart money is. So you really trading the trend, and when the trend is reversed and we have a break of structure, you're going short until you prove otherwise. And let's say on this move, we are constantly making new lows, so you'll be looking for short. And after that, I did talk about the order block. So either the last down candle to make a bullish order block, or when we are a bullish structure, you're looking for the last down move. So yeah, this is what make your order block. You're spotting your last up or down move. Just find this. So this is why I always have my two rectangle. The one to identify my my move down. So let's say I would have played this at start. This is my move down. In this move down, where's my order block? I have the other one that go all the way to the right to find my order block, and just be sure that it's valid, that it did not have any break like this and it closed under, or if it got a clean break that didn't have any retest like this week here. This is what will make valid your order block. So yeah, did you guys have any question, chart request you want me to look at, or anything like this?
Don't everybody speak at once.
Hey, Astro, thank you so much for doing this, man. I do have a question. So,
There you
when
go.
you do your order blocks,
Yeah.
you showed us here you've been doing them in the 15 minutes and then down to the 5 minute. Uh, like I would rather, I guess, do them in the higher time frames. Do
Yeah,
you mind,
yeah,
like, because like 4 hour, or what do you suggest? I mean, I'm not a pro, and I'm like still learning.
yeah. If you go on
Thank
the
you.
higher time frame, maybe the 2 hour or 1 hour will be the one. So I can do one or two example on higher time frame, so you can see the picture. It's really the same thing. It's just you
Great.
have less candle to work with. So let's pop this on the 4 hour, and yeah, that's still dodge. Yeah, right. So I'll just this one do not fill, but it's pretty much a good example. So we have our there we have our internal change of character, which is our first break of structure after a downtrend that was there. So taking this internal change of structure bullish, and we're coming there, and we have another one that now is our break of structure. So now we have the reversal and our confirmation of bullish structure. So break of structure. So it's the same thing of the lower time frame. So I will go there, take my last down candle to make my order block right there, and it will be the same. Now we'll go on the 2 hour to look at where is my best order block. So you see now I have a little bit lower entry, and now going on the 1 hour, you have this, but you also have this one. So now I will, since we have, yes, the big move, and but the move after was not really big. So I will take this one because this one is the big move, right? So taking down there, and now I'm going back on my main time frame, which is, let's say, the 4 hour, and it will be the same. You place your stop loss a bit. It's sure you will have uh, probably a wider stop loss, but if you trade on a higher time frame, I do recommend using um, lower leverage just to be a bit less more secure, because you will always have larger stop loss, but also larger take profit. So in this case, let's just move this. You will have a break and you will wait to your entry to got filled. But in this case, you see we got the other block got front run just a bit, and after that it go. So it's pretty much the same concept. Let me try to find an example that it actually played out.
So for example, there it got front run. So we don't always want to like, yeah, like how do we do that? We like layer in, in the top of that order block.
But the way the way I'm trading, I'm only trading limits orders. So if you, let's say, you place alert on TradingView on anything, and you're watching the market when it got close to your order block, you can always try to market order. I'm just practically never going in the market, so I really waiting for my limits to get filled. So sometimes I really got front run by some dollars less. It's two days ago on Bitcoin, I got front run by $4 on the trade. So I really didn't do anything. I got front run, and I was like, shit. But you don't really you don't need to refine your order block, right? If you have an order block and it's valid on the first time frame you go, you can just go with this one. the the reason why I'm always refining and going down on my time frame is just to try to get the last imbalance in the order block. So where the smart money will try to push the price to fill the last order. So normally it's either you get front run or you get this order fill, right? So it's just a way to, you're not it's not a thing to always refine your entry when you're trading smart money concept. It's really just a way to get better entry off your order block. You can just find your order blocks on the, let's say, the 1 hour or the 4 hour, 2 hour, whatever time frame you want, and just go from there. So I just want to find an example for you that works on higher time frame. Just when you trade, the reason why I'm trading on the 15 minutes is just because it's not the higher time frame, and it's not, let's say, some scalp on the 3 or 5 minutes or something like that. It's just for me like the middle for it. So it's just perfect. All right, let me just try to find one. So let's say we have this right there. This will have been stopped. Bitcoin, do I have something there? Probably. Bearish structure. Oh yeah, I could have a bearish one right there, right? So on this one, did it have a break? Oh no, it did not. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly this. Perfect. No, not sure it will play out. Yeah, you did have some nice profit. All right, perfect. So it will not be the best. The best. Oh shit! I just forgot that I have a play going on this chart. Just see if it's still there. All right, still there. Go. We'll go on this one. 4 hour. Perfect. There. So now what I'm looking at is we have a low that was formed there, and we have a break there, right? There. So we have an internal break of structure bearish. So now I'm looking which is the last up move that caused all this. So this is the last move I have. And we have our auto block that is the last up candle right there. Perfect. So you can, like I said, you could just go with this entry right there. Sometimes it will only hit this entry without going inside and fill other orders, but I'm just always trying to get the best entry I can. So let's refine it like I always do. Going on at 2 hours. 2 hours. You see, you get this one right there, but you got a little breaks after the break. So for me, this one is not valid. Let's go on the 1 hour. 1 hour, you get there. Oh, not this. You get there, and now you have one that have a little imbalance between them. So this one is valid. Placing my entry there. So from there, placing my entry there. Stop loss above the last high. And now let's place some, going back on the 4 hour. Let's place some take profit. So first take profit, we have this here, which would probably be at least one. Yep. Going back, we could have another one right there. Beats a bit too much. There will be good. And the last one maybe right there on this support. Oh yeah, support. So from there you play this. You have an entry. The importance of I think we got stopped there, right? Oh no, we don't. So this is why always a good stop placement about the last high we had. And this you get now you have a fill, take profit one hit. You have made this at least one RR gain. So yeah, it's got stop break even. I'm not sure this is going lower. Yeah, it would have it per take profit too, but you see, this is the same process for higher time frame. The smart money concept can be traded on whatever time frame you're comfortable with. It's just you need to have the same process, right? You find you find your overall structure, decide if you want to go long or short on the structure, depending if you have a bullish or a bearish one. And from that, you just looking at a market when you have a break of structure, you're going for your last down zone and your other block, and you go from there. So whatever the time frame, it's the exact same process. I don't know if it's this answer your question you have about higher time frame. I hope so.
Yeah, totally, exactly. No, it's the same. I just kind of like, I don't know. I guess I had to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. No, that's perfect because I normally never did do example on higher time frame, but it's a good thing because yeah, some people would really like to only trade on higher time frame for swing trade or thing like that. So it's really it's a good idea to have. And let's say I might no, yeah, this one I'm gonna go another block on even the 12 hour, but it got front run right there, so it will not have play out, but will I will have take this long? No. Why? Because if you look at the overall structure on the 12-hour, we're just going down, right? No point of trying to take long on this. But after that, when you got a break of structure there, or maybe not, it's not really break of structure yet. So because this is still my high, so it will probably we didn't have enough retracement to make a low. It's still the same move. So yeah. Oh yeah, you see, I have some charting done on ES right there. And when I told you guys, um, I just refined my thing. This is, you see, I have this order block right there. Let's go on the 15th. Oh man, it's even lower. I don't know what time frame, but you see, this is the same process I have for everything I'm doing. It just, oh, I did this on the 4 hour actually. So this is same thing, change of character, breakout structure. Now it's like more confirmed bullish trend, placing my order block, and now waiting. And I have these order block right there. Maybe it's even on the 12. Yeah, it's on the 12-hour. So I have this order block there. As I will not play short because I'm in the bullish trend, but this is area where I will be looking for maybe some price action before a rejection and go short. So yeah, it worked on really every time frame you want. You just need to do the same process and look at your overall. It's just the more higher time frame you trade, that you need to think that you will have less trade, and they will be, you need to consider them more of a swing trade than maybe on the 15 minutes when you can have trade intraday trade that will take, let's say, 1 hour, 2 hour, or even you maybe have some trade that may take a day. Even less shorter than that, you can have to play on the 15 that will take 5 minutes to hit take profit one, and you're done. After that, with pump, take profit one, go back to entry, you're stop break even, profit secure. That's it. So yeah, this video also got. I also record this video, so it will be. I will put it on my drive and send it to Kenny, so it will be available for you to recheck it if you want. So it's really more a bit of a more advanced smart money trading concept class of the last one I did, where I really just talk about simple structure and order block in general without refining and all my little zone I have there. So yeah, I really hope this helps some in here to understand a bit more about smart money. If you have question or anything, you can hit my DMs. I'll try to help. So yeah, and I really think on that it will be the end of the stream. At least, unless you have any other question. If you have another question, I would be happy to answer them though.
No, this was a great class, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate your time.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, thank you, Astro.
It's my pleasure.
Thanks, Kenny and Astro.
Yes, sir.
Got here late, but thanks.
Yeah, it will be recorded. So if you want to check it out. Kenny will as soon as I send it. Kenny probably next morning, because time I get it on my drive and it's available for downloads. So probably next morning I will send it to Kenny. So yeah.
Yes, sir. We'll have it up and running for you guys. Not a problem. Thank you again so much, man. I really appreciate your time, Astro. Always.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, man. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, have a good night, everyone.
All right, brother. Have a good night, man.
Yeah.
Have a good
ciao.
night.
Thanks, you as well.